Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the Men's Supa-Liga B Grand Final. I'll just go through the team list. So we have Arqam Eagles, number 10, Ali Millam. Number 8, Berat Jaja. Number 13, Drillan Jusufi. Number 11, Khalid Salah. Number 4, Omid Israyan. Number 14, Ross Jarman. In goal, number 12, Casey Dunn. Number 16, Altay Jaja. Number 6, Abel Walder-Michael. Number 17, Lloyd Hopkins. And number 3, Adam Haddad. For the West Coast Cobras, we have number 12, Ethan Richardson. Number 2, Zephyr McPherson. Number 33, in goal, Alexander Robert. Number 18, Dante Hinzel. Number 13, Brock Newton. Number 28, Oslin Escobar. Number 23, NJ Caruso. Number 41, Ben O'Brien. Number 15, Claber Knight. Number 25, Shoham Sedman. Number 4, Jake Pizzuto. And number 71, Wim Harry Hiru. And Arqam Eagles get us underway, running right to left on your screen. As we have Jaja and Jarman exchanging passes. We do have Altay Jaja and Berat Jaja on the court tonight, so I will probably use their first names to refer to them. That ball is out off of Escobar, but it has been given a kick in for the Cobras. Now Pizzuto plays Richardson to Escobar. He draws in two. Berat Jaja is fouled. Is fouled by Escobar in trying to recover. Berat plays the ball for Jarman. Plays the ball down the line for Salah. Return little back roll for Jarman. And now Berat. Jarman again. And Pizzuto for Cobras plays the ball out off of Altay. Berat has the shot. Blocked by Ben O'Brien. And Salah just lets the ball go out of play. Jarman looking forwards. Dispossessed by Escobar. Now Richardson resets to Pizzuto. Now Escobar. O'Brien with a good run. Pizzuto looking for Richardson. Finds him. Great run by Pizzuto. Good challenge by Altay. And now Escobar and Pizzuto exchanging passes. O'Brien with a heavy touch. And the ball's cleared by Berat. O'Brien looking for Richardson. He changed his run though. Salah looking for Jarman. And now Berat playing the ball, looking to get it across, but it's rebounded off of Pizzuto. And now he plays the other Jaja, Altay. Good ball in to Salah. Salah resets to the ball to Berat. Now into Altay. Tries to get the nutmeg on Richardson, but there's no way through. O'Brien feeds Escobar. And now there's a 4v3. Good ball for Pizzuto. Great ball across for Richardson. Escobar waited that pass in front of Pizzuto really well. Now Jarman bringing the ball forward, plays Salah. Omid Israyan on the court for the first time. Wim Harry Hiru the same. Jarman bounces the ball to Berat. Gets it back, plays Israyan. Salah can open up. Gets his shot off. And Robert, after the ball's come back off the post, very gratefully able to just embrace the ball. Now good ball from Pizzuto. Richardson doesn't release it early enough to find the run of Escobar. A high-octane start to this men's Supa-Liga B match. That pass is loose by Escobar. Barat plays the ball across to Australian. That pass was not Omid's best one ever, but it did make it to Salah in the end. And now Barat gives it back to Australian. Inviting pressure from the Cobras are the Eagles players. That ball's ended up with Dunn. Australian can drive forwards though. McPherson can't stop him. Great challenge. Excellent sliding challenge from Harry Hiru. Now Pizzuto plays McPherson and then gets it back. Dante Hinzel is on the court. He's fed McPherson. Now Harry Hiru. Pizzuto pulling the strings off of the ball. McPherson does well after Hinzel and Harry Hiru got in each other's way. Newton now getting pressure on Salah. He's dived in though. Coloured Salah does well to... Sorry, I thought he'd won himself a corner. It is in fact a goal clearance. Robert looking forward for McPherson. Little back roll for Hinzel, but he can't keep the ball in play.
Take the middle shot. Middle shot. Yeah, step. Follow.
Good movement from the Eagles. Both ball movement and off the ball movement. And again, as I say that, I'm sorry, Omid, I believe I just stitched you up with a commentator's curse there. Pizzuto looking for McPherson. It's a good battle. Very good battle there between Fixo and Pivot.
Make sure you know who you're marking. You're going to take the first run across. Middle shot. Come on.
Barat for Australian. Looking down the line for Abel Walter Michael. Can't get it there. Hinzel ends up clearing the ball. Newton 1-against-1 against Walter Michael. I think that might be a little bit of a mismatch physically. Great save down low by Robert. Got his leg to that ball. Berat Jaja striking it well. That may have been destined for the bottom corner without the intervention of Robert. Now Australian receives. Stops in the middle, looks to draw the Cobras player in. Jaja for Walter Michael. And now McPherson wins the ball, drives. He wasn't able to keep it in play, but he will get a rolling foul for the challenge. Good challenge by Escobar, nicked the ball, but now Walter Michael's gotten it back. One-on-one with Newton. I'm not sure what happened there. Robert seemed to just trip in trying to transition. Now Australian had a heavy touch. Escobar with the challenge. Now Millam, one-on-one with Hinzel. His pass makes it across to Jusafi. And Hinzel's just swung a leg and missed the ball. Australian for Millam. Good block there by Hinzel. Jusafi comes, receives. Back for Australian. Down the line. And Robert comes and claims. Well, Hinzel's touch is loose. I reckon he's fatigued. If I was one of the Cobras coaches, I would be making a change very, very soon. Looks like Hinzel's done that himself. Well done to the young man. Jake Pizzuto back on the court. A great ball by Pizzuto. Good hit by Richardson. And a good save down low by Dunn. Another good save by Dunn as Jarman hooks the ball clear. As a futsal lover, you really have to love watching Jake Pizzuto play. As someone who has coached him, it was of course a pleasure, but just the simplicity of everything that he does. Everything looks easy. He looks calm at all times. Makes really good decisions quickly. His movement off of the ball is exceptional. And it's going to be a huge benefit to the young Cobras players in this team that they're getting to play with him. Similarly for the Eagles, a player like Ali Millam can really change a game with his movement, with his touches on the ball, his calmness and composure. Not a bad idea there from Alte, but Millam hadn't quite read that intention. So just some information about each of the teams. The Arqam Eagles in the regular season, they played 7, they won 7 with a positive goal difference of 25. The West Coast Cobras had 3 wins and a draw, along with 3 losses, and we're +4. Certainly the Cobras doing it a much more difficult way, finishing lower in their initial group and having to work through the more difficult round of 16 and then quarterfinal matches. As we see Harry Hiru creating with his fast feet for the Cobras. The Eagles dealing with it well though. Escobar lines up, play the ball to Harry Hiru. The left-footed toe poke. Well saved by Dunn with a bit of help from Khaled Salah. That contact on that far side not deemed to be enough for it to warrant a foul. Caruso resets to Escobar. Some really good ball movement from the Cobras players. Pizzuto just giving that ball away, but Escobar's there to clean up. And now Caruso for Pizzuto. He plays Harry Hiru with a little layoff. Pizzuto, Caruso, the shot. Well saved, it is near post. That is a very difficult situation, though, to beat a goalkeeper like Casey Dunn from. The Eagles defending resolutely. turning up time after time to help their teammates and cover defend for each other. Very good defensive effort there after several minutes of pressure from the Cobras. Now it's the Eagles' turn, see if they can repay the favour. Put a little bit of pressure back on the Cobras' goal and defensive effort. And that is a terrific finish by Khaled Salah. The movement again from the Eagles in that transition. You see the build up, the little flick pass, and a terrific dinked finish from a very, very classy player, Khaled Salah, to put the Eagles 1-0 up. Certainly the Cobras haven't been without their chances, but at this point haven't taken them. Hinzel's pass. Oh. That will be a yellow card for Ben O'Brien for delaying the restart of play.
Boys, middle shut. They want the border target. Follow Ben. Follow Ben.
Barat plays Alte. And the ball in. Zephyr McPherson unable to stop the progress. Jar Jar Barat resets to Alte. Little flick pass. Ben O'Brien defends that well. Jar Jar trying to get the ball across to Haddad in the middle. And now Robert looking for the run of McPherson, but Alte heads the ball clear. Pizzuto driving forwards. The ball across. Taken relatively easily by Dunn. Salah looking for a diagonal cross court. McPherson, Newton, and just after Newton prodded the ball, he just had a loss of footing. Meant he couldn't get to McPherson's pass. We are now in the stop clock time. In the last 2 minutes of the first half. There will be some big changes to the Supa-Liga in the summer, with the men's and the women's top division moving to full stop clock games. So at that level, the run of the clock will be a thing of the past after tonight's grand finals. As we see a good save by Robert. And Barat does well, but then Abel Walter Michael did a very good job to recover goal side of McPherson. The collision not really warranting a foul. Now Newton resets to Hinzel. Tried a first time ball. And Newton does well. Ashrayan. And that ball's deflected. That ball deflected just wide of the post. The ball across is blocked by Newton. Richardson challenging Ashrayan. Ashrayan does very well. Just a reset to Barat. The ball out to Ashrayan. This Eagles side has had a very successful period, making their second grand final in a row. That ball from Hinzel just overhit wide. Ashrayan trying to use time. Hinzel read the ball well, but didn't deal with it when he had his touch. Haddad turns inside. Shot. Saved by Robert. And that should have been That should have been the end of the half. The Cobras rushing have given the Eagles another opportunity. They should have just stood their foot on it, which I believe is what Omid Australian is going to do now. Oh, I didn't know he could juggle. A very entertaining end to the first half with the Arqam Eagles 1-0 up. We will be back very soon.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
We are back for the second half. The West Coast Cobras 1-0 down. Running right to left on your screen. The Arqam Eagles, very, very good for their 1-0 lead, having maintained a great deal of possession. Now, it certainly hasn't been one-way traffic. The Cobras had their fair share of chances, which they didn't take. Dunn looking for the run of Walter Michael. Excellent defensive transition by the Cobras. Escobar now feeds Harry Hiro to Pizzuto. To Harry Hiro. Now Pizzuto again. Richardson, Harry Hiro. Escobar probably should have shot there. Had the time and space. Millam for Australian. And looking forwards to Walter Michael, but well dealt with by Escobar again. The Cobras, Fixo doing a very good defensive job. Harry Hiro trying to set up the chance to make a 2v1 with Pizzuto. Escobar just poked his shot wide after a really good little interaction with Harry Hiru. The ball into the pivot's feet, the little layoff. Escobar's shot just sneaking past the post. All right, ball to Australian. Just had to deal with a bit of an incident in the commentators area. Someone not protecting the equipment and worrying about his head. The ball given away. Good save by Alexander Robert. Pizzuto manages to keep possession at speed. Ethan Richardson probably forcing the speed a little bit too much earlier, but now in a good position. And then making the same mistake again. Everybody is forward for the Eagles at the moment. Alte has to use Dunn. Now Millam for Jarman. Down the line to Walter Michael. To Millam. He's trying to weave his way through. Pizzuto wins the ball. Tries to keep it in play. Doesn't manage it. Jarman with a little flick and an over-the-head kick. Ball into McPherson. Oh, he was able to turn Walter Michael. The ball just awkwardly bounced off the inside of his ankle. Very unlucky there from Zephyr McPherson. That's not a matchup that Eagles will want to have repeated very often. As much as Walter Michael is a very good pivot himself, doing the job in reverse is not a simple one. Good ball by Alte Jaja. McPherson actually just trying to warn his teammate that the ball had come off the line before the kick was taken. Newton's done really well to win the ball. Probably overcomplicated things though. Should have released it earlier, especially under the physical presence of Walter Michael. Walter Michael is a very, very good pivot in his own right. Not big in stature, but very big in heart and ability on the ball. The Eagles getting the substitution mixed up. Not being ready for that. Players on the bench should really be aware of what's going on. I believe Coach Terence Scambaluri is giving them that message right now. If you're on the bench, make sure you're paying attention. If your teammate makes a sub, be ready to go. Jarman now resets to Barat. And now to Alte. He looked for a little flick down the line, but it wasn't on. Hinzel to McPherson. Good. That's a much better matchup with Barat Jaja. McPherson does well. Oh, gets the ball stuck under his feet in trying to find Hinzel. Just got the ball stuck a little bit under his feet. Cobras with a little set piece, but doesn't quite work out. Some more information regarding the competition this winter. Khalid Salah finished the season with 10 goals and 1 assist. in his 6 matches. As we see high pressure from the Cobras. Coach John Goodlich, I think, just yelled press about 14,000 times. His voice is starting to give out. The Cobras got the message to press, though. As Escobar heads forward, Newton does well. Escobar clears. Masood Kanani got 2 goals and 4 assists in 3 appearances for the Eagles. And Ross Jarman in 5 games got 5 goals and 3 assists. For the Cobras, Ethan Richardson, 6 appearances, 3 goals and 3 assists. As we see Jarman fire the ball across. Alte couldn't make contact with the ball to get it on target. And now Escobar for Hinzel, who was left, and it ended up with Caruso. Now Newton. Hinzel again has his touch forward and a shot from distance. And a rolling foul is indicated by that referee on the far side, Gabriel Malaco. And now Escobar looking for the shot, but it's over the bar. Again, back to the Cobras. Wim Harry Hero, 4 goals in 3 appearances. Oslan Escobar, 4 goals and 5 assists in 7 appearances. So the statistics are not dissimilar for both teams. Certainly the wins column for the Eagles is where they stood out. As we see Robert, devoid of options, just put the ball out down the other end. The Cobras going to a quite individual player-on-player defense. Escobar dispossessed by Haddad. Escobar, such a physically capable person. Incredibly athletic, able to change direction and recover his defensive position there with only a couple of steps. Caruso to Pizzuto. Back to Caruso, now Newton. Now Pizzuto to Escobar. We have had an apology from the bench of the Eagles. There may have been some profanity heard. Their deepest and sincere apologies. Newton, maybe should have been shooting first time there. Excellent possession and movement from the Cobras though. Can they make it count? Alexander Robert panicking slightly, but that will be a timeout for the Arqam Eagles. We are back after the Eagles timeout. We're having a little bit of an issue with the scoreboard on the far side. Our resident genius, Jeffrey Alagoda, I'm sure will have it back up and running momentarily. And even as I say that, the man himself has achieved the feat. Now, what will the Cobras do? How will they get themselves back into the game? Their movement, as we know, has been terrific. However, the creation of chances from that movement has been lacking. McPherson receives. Millam did a good job. And then Richardson just got his body across Australian. Certainly not a dirty player by any means. Maybe could have offered to help Richardson up. It is a grand final though. People sometimes lose their head slightly. Richardson with a very good ball. Very good vision by the young man. Try to find McPherson. Oh, if Harry Hero had looked up a little bit earlier. Pizzuto had time and space. Walden Michael, Richardson doing the smart thing, not getting caught in a physical battle. Harry Hero defended well. And now Pizzuto to Harry Hero to Richardson. McPherson trying to skip inside. Now 3v2 for the Eagles. Richardson does brilliantly to stop Giuseppe being able to go at goal. Or towards his teammate even. And now the corner kick for the Eagles. With just over 4 to go. Oh, great ball in from Giuseppe. And Walden Michael directed the ball at goal. We will now have a timeout for the West Coast Cobras and be back very soon. The discussion on the Eagles bench in that timeout was just keep the status quo. Don't overdo things. We are winning the game. Keep the game simple. Make sure where we are defending against a Cobras pivot, we do things nice and proactively. The Cobras, on the other hand, have elected to go straight into a fly keeper. Escobar's throw to McPherson. His shot is saved by Dunn. Australian trying to get the ball back to Millam. Can't do it. Escobar lets the ball go out of play. And that ball to the far post. No one was marking Khalid Salah. The Cobras had plenty of time to organise. As we see, very simple tap in at the far post for Khalid. Makes the Cobras fly keeper all the more important now. Still plenty of time if the Cobras make the most of the fly keeper. That ball loose from Ben O'Brien. You see the Cobras putting pressure on. Millam soaking up pressure, trying to run down the clock. Harry Hiru with very good control after Ben O'Brien's tackle. Pizzuto for McPherson. To O'Brien, to Pizzuto. To O'Brien. Harry Hiru needs to be showing shorter. Oh, Cobras have just wasted a very good opportunity. Not getting a shot in moments like that is criminal. When you are 2-0 down in a grand final. Harry Hiru, Escobar. Escobar had O'Brien and McPherson. Chose to go back to Harry Hiru. Barat Jar Jar does really well. Now Richardson's back on. Pizzuto plays him. I am not 100% sure the Cobras are aware that they need to shoot to score. Millam somehow manages to keep that ball off of Harry Hiru. He is dispossessed momentarily and then very efficiently by Jake Pizzuto. Now Barat Jar Jar. And Khalid Salah finds Australian. That ball volleyed over the bar by Millam. Millam wins possession for the Eagles there. Millam going over to take the kick with 1:20 remaining. That will be a corner for the Eagles. Australian with the kick in to Barat. Side foot shot. Saved down low by the fly keeper. Now McPherson has a touch and the ball's out of play off of Casey Dunn. Sorry, it must have come back off of McPherson. Dunn with a long throw, headed clear by Pizzuto. The ball across from Barat to Salah. Put out of play by Newton. The Eagles now resetting. Australian to Barat. We are approaching the final 30 seconds. The Cobras, if they are going to make something happen, it has to be now. Doesn't look like that will happen though. And Khalid Salah rounds off his hat trick to secure the grand final for the Arqam Eagles. Salah with a terrific performance to get himself a hat trick. A disappointing result for the Cobras, in spite of some very, very good play early in the match. They haven't been able to make the most of the opportunities. They may be able to get themselves a consolation goal here with the fly keeper, but Dunn looks up, throws to Millam. The Eagles looking to score a fourth, and that will be all a 3-0 win to the Arqam Eagles, very well deserved. So I will just go through the goal scorers and assists. So Ali Millam with 1 assist, Bharat Jaja with 2, and we had Khalid Salah with a hat-trick. We did also have Ben O'Brien on a yellow card from the first half. Ladies and gents, we will have some statistics for you. We will then go through with an interview. So, first of all, the West Coast Cobras with 332 attempted passes, 259 of those completed with a 78% passing percentage. That obviously will have been aided through the fly keeper towards the end of the match. 259 attempted passes for the Eagles with a passing percentage of 75%. It was relatively even with nearly 50-50 possession. Total shots were 18-17. The defining factor being the 3 goals conceded, and the Arqam Eagles are the men's Supa-Liga B champions for the winter 2024 season. We will have an interview very soon. I'll be back with that interview in a moment. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with Terence Scambaluri and Khalid Salah after the Arqam Eagles 3-0 victory. I would just like to quickly congratulate them first of all. And gentlemen, just your thoughts. You've had an undefeated season. How does it feel, Tez?
It feels fantastic. Boys really set the benchmark this season. They were able to pick up after a gutting loss in last season's B's Grand Final. But got straight back on the horse and set the standard all season. Couldn't be prouder of them.
Brilliant. And Khalid, a hat-trick in a grand final. How does it feel?
Very, very happy. Most important thing is the win, because as you said, we had a great season and didn't want to waste it after going the whole season undefeated. So this was the best outcome, I think. And a hat-trick, couldn't ask for more. Absolutely. Thank you, Ali.
Yes, Ali Millam giving you the hat-trick pass was a very nice gesture. Gentlemen, congratulations. Very well done. Well done.